Hey, what's up guys? It's David here, and today we're going to talk about the Qualcomm Snapdragon 845, which if you're an Android fan, it's probably going to be in your smartphone if you pick up a new one in 2018, a 2018 smartphone that is. And I'm just going to talk about what this new processor has in store for you. And I'm not going to get too much into the detailed tech specs of it because I just want this to be in everyday languages because they have fancy names for everything and I don't even understand half the stuff. Now, before we start, I just want to say that the Qualcomm Snapdragon 845, like its predecessor, is an 8-core CPU and has 4 performance cores, which basically means they have a higher clock rate and they're clocked at 2.8 gigahertz. And the other 4 are lower power efficiency cores, which are clocked at 1.8 gigahertz. But overall, Qualcomm is saying that you will get a 30% performance boost compared to last year's processor. So next, let's talk about the camera. And I know this is important for a lot of people because our smartphones have basically became our main shooting device, our main picture taking or video making device. I'm not even sure if that's proper use of English, video making, picture taking, but whatever. But what Qualcomm promises has improved in the new Snapdragon 845 is 4K video rendering capabilities. So even though Snapdragon 835 was also able to shoot in 4K, this time it's going to be at 10-bit HDR enabled, and it's going to be capable of the full Rec 2020 color gamut. So your 4K videos are going to be able to reproduce colors a lot better and a lot more accurately, and that's good for people who like to do a lot of editing or take pictures of stuff that they're going to put maybe on their website that they sell, because then your client will get a more true to life representation of the colors. Now, I'm not going to get into the artificial intelligence aspects of it too much because there's a lot actually going on here, but I'm going to talk about some cool new features, or at least what I think is cool. So basically, they've added eye and hand tracking. So this processor is going to be actually able to tell where you're looking at, and it's going to be able to track your hands. So they're going to incorporate that into the AI world to give you a much more immersive virtual experience. Another cool thing is that it's going to have real-time or real world object tracking. So basically, it's going to be able to map real world objects into the virtual world, represent them in the virtual world. So what that means is imagine you got your Samsung Gear VR on your head and you're inside your room and you want to walk around. Well, it's going to take all that stuff inside your room, like the bed, maybe you have your TV in there or your dresser, and it's going to represent those within the virtual world. So when you're walking around, you can avoid those obstacles. So basically what that means is you never have to take off your headset ever again, except when you're driving. Well, at least for now. So in the graphics department, Qualcomm is promising 30% faster graphics rendering, 30% more power efficiency for all visual processing, 2.5 times higher display throughput, and also for all you guys who like to do the slow motion shooting, you can either shoot at 720p at 480 frames per second or full HD, which is 1080p at up to 240 frames per second. So you can get some pretty cool slow motion shots out there if you're into that type of thing. But there's a bunch of new technology that Qualcomm is adding. For example, the new processor can actually track your eyes, and they've integrated this with other aspects too, not just the graphics part. So basically, when you're playing a game, the screen is going to be able to tell where you're looking at, and it'll boost the graphics just in that part of the screen. So that way you'll save battery and the game will just look a lot better. Because instead of having to distribute all that graphics across your entire screen, it'll just be localized in one area. So that means you'll probably have better graphics without a hit to performance, and that includes both the gameplay performance and your battery life. So all in all, this seems like some pretty exciting technology, and I can't wait to see how it works out. And that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. That was my first YouTube video ever. And if you enjoyed that, I'm definitely going to make some more. Hopefully improve the quality with every video. And thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button if you like the video, if you appreciate it. I appreciate you for watching. Thank you.